La Resortera.
Hey, and welcome to Pura Vida Perspectives podcast. We're excited to have you guys here another week for another episode. And how are you doing, Heido?
I am doing great, everybody. I hope you are well as well. How is it going so far?
It's been good. As you can see, I'm a little bundled up. It is now my favorite time of year.
You love it, don't you?
Which one is it?
Raining season.
Woohoo!
It's funny because we went out to have lunch before we recorded the episode. It was sunny.
It was sunny.
And we came out?
And it was rainy.
Wow.
I will say it starts sooner here in the Central Valley and city area than that rain. If it does rain, it'll hit us on the coast, usually a little bit later in the day.
By later, you mean later in the future days or later like in the afternoon?
In the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it rains from the morning.
Yeah, exactly. I've noticed the difference. So now I'm feeling the difference. Let's put it that way. I'm not having to turn on the AC in the house. I'm feeling the difference now of the rain, which is my favorite time of year.
Why?
Well, I live on the coast. So as you know, it's hot. You know where we are? It's hot. It's humid. And summer's great. But, when the rain comes, it just freshens everything up. Sometimes it actually makes things even more muggy. Yeah, there can be more mosquitoes. But overall, for me, it just makes it a little bit more bearable and just more comfortable.
Why do you think when it rains make you want to take a nap, go to sleep?
Oh, why does it make me want to take a nap and go
Everybody,
to sleep?
I mean, me, when I'm at home and it's raining, like in the afternoon around 3, 4 p.m., it's just like, just a quick 30-minute nap. Why is that?
I don't know. Well, one of my favorite things is whenever like a nice rainy Sunday morning. And the thing is, Costa Rica is really beautiful all year round. So if I'm going to wake up any day of the week, or especially on a weekend, if I just lay around and take a nap, I'm going to feel like, or if I sleep in too long, I'm going to feel like I'm wasting the day.
Okay.
I can't go waste this beautiful day.
Okay.
So I'm still in that mindset. In the United States, not every day is beautiful, or, sometimes you have your months of freezing cold where it's not nice to be out. So when the rain, I guess it forces me personally to relax a bit. Maybe that's what it does for you too. It kind of forces you to take a nap. Or what else are you going to do? You're not going to go outside and do anything at that moment.
When I was a kid, I used to go out and play.
Oh, we talked about the rain
A long time ago.
a long time. It was like one of our first
Episodes. Yeah, but we kind of mentioned it a little bit. It was about rainy season, but I remember this because you say you don't like Ksenia
No,
get wet.
she gets sick.
No, she won't.
Maybe.
No, it's just a thing in your mind.
Oh.
Doesn't happen.
Are you
Rain is
sure?
good.
Oh.
Yeah. So, what are some activities that people can do here in Costa Rica throughout the rain?
What can you do when it's raining? Okay, well, for example, weeks ago, my parents came for Semana Santa. So we went up to Monteverde for 4 days, and it was really nice. But
What do you do in Monteverde?
exactly, good question. So, we stayed at a hotel, and there was some rain while we were there. So we decided, of course, my mom's looking at the weather app, and I'm telling her, like, the weather app's not, I don't even say anything. I'm just like, she's like, it's going to rain this one day. I'm like, okay. This is going to be the rainiest of our days here. So I'm like, all right, it's going to rain. Gonna rain, which it did in the morning. And up there's windy. I hadn't been there in a long time. I hadn't been to Monteverde since I was pregnant. Windy and then misty. It's like a mist. And I don't like it. I don't like being cold. And I'm the beach person. So I'm just up there freezing my tail off. But we did make some plans for what to do when it rained, which didn't end up really raining. Anyways, we got really lucky with the weather. It was actually pretty nice. But we did some indoor things. I mean, there was sloths, frogs, hummingbirds.
Do you guys do the
orchids?
Hanging bridges?
We did a hanging bridge, so that we did that on our sunny day.
Okay.
So we kind of had a day where we did outdoor activities, and then we had a day where we did just kind of indoor stuff just in case it did rain.
Okay.
So it was really cool. It was really
Yeah,
good.
because my daughter, Sarah, I have a bunch of Sarahs in my
I was going
life.
to say, you actually have a giant Sara tattoo on your arm.
Yeah.
It says Sarah. Yeah.
Sarah.
With an H, and I have an H.
Yeah, just like yours. Yes,
Yep.
Sarah.
Double meaning.
So, yep. So I see this. I remember you too.
Exactly.
So, Sarah went to Wisconsin for a student exchange, and we are hosting in June the girl that Sarah stayed at back in Wisconsin. So one of the places I was thinking to take her was Monteverde.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
I
it's
haven't been there
grown.
like in 4 or 5 years.
It's grown, I would say, since the last time I was back. So it's probably been about
Yeah.
8 years or 8+ years. But yeah, it's nice.
Okay. All right. So, by the way, Ksenia just had her birthday not that long ago, right?
She did. Yep. So she turned 8.
8?
Pretty
Wow.
exciting.
Wow.
Yeah. My parents were here visiting for that, and it was really nice.
Did she enjoy time with your parents?
Always.
Nice.
I know we talked in a past episode. You have get more time throughout the year. So it was really good.
Nice, nice. So going back to the rain, umbrellas and I remember now the name of the episode we did.
Always bring your umbrella.
Always bring your umbrella, because how many umbrellas do you lose on a rainy season?
Multiple. So, and I've bought extras now. Pequeño Mundo in Costa Rica is a great spot to go buy umbrellas because they're really cheap and they're actually pretty sturdy and they work well. And I always put them in the cars. I put them in the house. I put them everywhere. And then usually by the end of rainy season, I'm down to like one tiny one.
But it's funny because people ask me like, is it raining right now? Well, we are in May. The beginning May. But at June, at some point, the rain stops.
The mini summer, yeah.
Yeah. June, July, then we're back to rain again. August, September, and October. It's no joke
Exactly.
how much it rains here. But it's funny, right? How we have a little summer in June, July.
Yeah. They call it like the mini summer, which is nice because some people come on vacations during that time.
Mm-hmm.
I know we'll probably talk about tourism.
A lot of people from the States comes during that time. Talking about tourism, it's been kind of low this year in Costa Rica.
Yeah, so rainy season is also referred to as low season, but overall, it sounds like our high season, so our dry season, which is when most people want to come down, December to end of April, was actually not as busy this year.
In Semana Santa this year, did you find more people than other years or less?
So maybe less. Maybe I would say less. So in Jaco that week, I was there till about Thursday. I know some people are actually off work that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's when I went up to Monteverde.
Okay.
Monteverde was pretty busy, but Saturday I was like, where did everybody go on Saturday? Well, normally, Saturday would be a pretty big day for everyone's business, right? But when Saturday, I was like, all right, it's pretty empty up here.
Well, I did see, because I don't travel during Semana Santa because I'm busy at work. But I did see a lot of traffic jams heading over to the beach side and coming back. But I don't think I saw like a lot of tourism, like activity, like people coming from abroad to Costa Rica this year.
Yeah, I mean, you would know more because you do the travel, the car rentals. Yeah. So what did you have? What are your trends?
I mean, I still did good numbers and I did have a lot of clients. But normally, I could tell that a lot of the tourism that was out there was Costa Rican tourism.
Yeah.
And they're throwing out these numbers in the news and everywhere that the tourism it's a lot lower this year in Costa Rica. That people is traveling to El Salvador. Which, by the way, it's now that it's safe to go out there. I've never been out there like to visit the beaches or you went there.
Yeah, I remember we went. I went last November.
But do you go to the beach area?
Went to El Tunco in the Surf City.
And do you also go to mountain or just beach?
Yeah, so we did. Well, what was funny, we went to El Tunco and there was a surf contest. Or the tournament. We didn't really expect that. We saw a bunch of people from where I live here in Costa Rica, in Playa Hermosa. I was like,
hey, vecino.
Hey, Juan. Hey, Carlos. So it was kind of funny. We're like, oh, hey, what's up? Everyone in El Salvador.
Pura vida, man, El Salvador.
Exactly, all of our friends in El Salvador. But no, yeah, so we were in the city. San Benito, that part of the city.
All right.
Went up, went to the mountains, cruised through there, went down to a waterfall, then to the beach. That was all in one day. So I'm a very active traveler.
Yeah, I can tell.
But yeah, did everything. Oh, did the volcano, the lake, stayed out on the lake too. It was beautiful. Their roads were great. I loved how amazing their roads were. I loved it. I would go back to El Salvador.
Nice. Well, that's what people is doing right now.
Yeah.
People is traveling a lot to El Salvador. Plus, El Salvador is less expensive than what Costa Rica is right now.
True. I actually did calculate like a trip to the Colombia that I'm going to do in June, and it's cheaper for me to go do that than it is to like go somewhere here.
Yeah, Colombia. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing a Colombia shirt.
There we go.
That I got on my last trip to Medellin. Colombia, besides being a beautiful country, is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cheap for Costa Ricans.
Yes.
Because if you ask a Colombian, they'll tell you it's expensive. But yeah, so with the rain and with all the places being cheap, I think, it's affecting tourism a little bit in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Plus, Volcán Poás.
True.
Volcán Poás is not helping out.
No.
Okay, for people who don't know, Volcán Poás has
erupted.
Yeah, but that's not what I was going to say. You should ask Sheila because I don't want people going hard on me. I think it has the second biggest crater in the world.
Oh.
And
look it up.
Second or third, if I'm not mistaken. So Volcán Poás has erupted a bunch of times, and Volcán Poás is one of the main places for tourism within the Central Valley area. So if someone is staying in San Jose, Alajuela, or whatever, and they have a plane to catch the next day or whatever, and they ask, hey, what can I do that is close to the airport? People say, go to Volcán Poás, watch the crater. It's amazing. It's beautiful. But right now with the eruption, no one is allowed to go in there. And the ashes, like within the atmosphere, you can feel the ashes. And it's hard to breathe sometimes, or a bunch of ashes in the houses.
Yeah. So here we go. Yes, but with a small clarification. Volcán Poás, Costa Rica is often described as one of the largest active craters in the world and one of the largest by diameter among active volcanoes. So it's about 1.32 kilometers, about 0.8 miles, about 300 meters deep. Listed having their second or third largest active crater.
Yeah, second or third.
How you measure.
See, I'm not wrong with my Costa Rican stuff.
Some sources rank it as number 2 among active craters. I'm really bummed because, was it January? My plan was to go there. I actually went there. Like, it was like the day before we were going to film. So I was like, let me go up. I really want to do Volcán Poás. I get there at 10 a.m. and they say, oh, I didn't buy the thing ahead of time. So I wasn't going to wait around. So I went and did
waterfalls, cataratas.
Yes.
La Paz.
La Paz. I did La Paz Waterfall Gardens. And I thought, okay, the next time. I come the next time.
Yeah.
And already it was erupting. And I'm like, no, I missed it.
And I don't know. Well, Tamara has my phone right now. She's working. And I don't know if you saw the pictures of how big it was last week. Didn't you see them?
Oh, I saw the video.
Yeah. But the pictures were like from the airport, you could see it like you see them on TV or movies, like the volcano. Exactly.
The cloud.
Yeah, the cloud.
Oh, I saw a TikTok the other day because let's be real, like I'm not reading anything. It's like, oh, I read the other day.
Yeah,
like,
I saw a documentary.
I saw a documentary. I was reading the other day. No,
yeah,
let's
TikTok.
be real. I was on TikTok, and I don't, we can't always believe what's on the internet. But the guy was talking about all these different volcanoes that were erupting at the same time, and Poás was on the list. So it was Poás, and there was a bunch of them. One in Russia. I mean, all over the world. So I was like, oh snap, something's going on. Volcanoes.
Yep, that's a little bit crazy. So, going back to the rain.
I know we did. I was like, how many times have we deviated topics?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. We're just sharing different perspectives here. That's what we do. Going back to the rain, all I can say is buy as many cheap umbrellas as you can, just like Sarah does, so you don't lose them. And if you are not from the Central Valley, bring a jacket or bring something like the one Sarah's using, which is beautiful, because you might get cold out here.
Oh, yeah. Even Paz was cold. When I going up there, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Monteverde cold. There are cold areas in Costa Rica.
Monteverde is real cold, man. Monteverde gets so cold.
Oh, I was in San Ramon weeks ago too. Too cold.
Yeah, San Ramon is close by my house.
But that's what I like about being able to like live by the beach. Again, we've talked about this before. I can drive hour and a half and be somewhere cold if I want.
In a different, right.
Yeah, I could be here in San Jose and be cold. I guess I'll probably might end up staying here tonight. But so I'm glad I brought my warm weather clothes.
There you go.
Or my cold weather clothes.
All right, Sarah, thank you for being out here with me one more week. Always happy to have you. Can you believe this is our 45th episode?
I know, that's crazy.
We got to figure out what we're going to do for our 50.
I know. We have to do something really special.
Yes.
And I like the idea we were talking about at lunch today. Well, I wasn't talking to you about it, but...
Tamara.
No.
My assistant?
No.
Ale?
Yeah. And we were talking about playing games. Maybe we could play games and do fun things here on the podcast too.
Well, how about we do it next week?
Yeah, I think we should.
We do trivia. Costa Rican trivia.
Oh, Costa Rica trivia.
There you go.
know, I played trivia with Sheila, which if anyone doesn't know, I call ChatGPT Sheila. But yeah.
Well, let's ask Sheila some questions about Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And you read ask her for 5. And I'll ask you those you don't see the answers, and I'll do 5.
Those will be fun.
And we'll take it from there.
All right, Costa Rica trivia. And then we'll all learn something too. So that'll be fun.
Then we'll play. In Costa Rica, we do this game we call Stop, where you write words and then you say stop. You never played that before?
No.
Where have you been living? So you grab a piece of paper and you put name, city, fruit, animal, and you say a letter. Let's say Ale pulls up a sign says letter B. So you have to write down a name with the letter B, name, last name, fruit, blah, 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 whatever. We can do that with Costa Rican stuff like ciudades de Costa Rica.
That'd be fun.
Places to visit.
That'd be fun. I like that.
All right.
Let's do it.
We'll do that next week.
All right.
Have a good one, everybody.
Esto fue una producción de La Resortera.